Welcome, one and all, to the New Life Recap, a new series covering the new server from your favorite creators. This series functions as a sequel to Afterlife, and for those of you who need a refresher, here's how it works. Each person gets assigned a random origin to start with, a funky set of powers that can help, hinder, or otherwise change the Minecraft experience. When they die, their origin is re-rolled to something new. They have 6 lives, and once all 6 are gone, that person's out of the series. Got it? Then let's go! And Owen's Juice TV is here to start the series with a bang, except not the fun kind. Sparrow, Owen's character, is a human who's come to this strange land to study hybrids. The crash means he needs to get set up quickly before he can actually do any of that studying, but once the general tree punching's out of the way, he ends up meeting a swarm of bees invested in the technical world. His first ever meeting with a hybrid. He documents the encounter, takes a selfie with her, and soon after encounters a teleporting guy, via the man appearing in his face. Said teleporting man is Dang That's a Long Name, also known as Scott Smager. Scott is a transporter, which means he's definitely thinking with portals, and can transport people wherever he likes. He doesn't only terrorize his neighbors, he is rather invested in making a house a home, and he has the vegetable garden to show for it. There's plenty of the usual early Minecraft necessities from everyone. Tree punching, stone mining, farm building, showing off your world-bending powers to your neighbors. The works! With her origin being a swarm of bees collectively functioning as a single person, Gemini Tay's powers of animal breeding and hovering might be less flashy, but they're quite handy for setting up early farms to try out the new cooking mechanics. Cabbage rolls are definitely a staple. Gem buzzes around and meets the neighbors, all the while getting various tech set up, including several experience farms. She takes an ill-fated trip into the Nether, where her confidence soon outgrows her hearts, and she dies in battle. The Nether claims more lives than just hers. Fwip starts the series as a roadrunner, capable of zooming all over the place. And we say starts because just like Gem, he makes the mistake of stepping into a Nether structure a bit too early, and he comes back as a hare, trading out speed for jumping ability, which is perfect for building up to the roof of his starter house. It doesn't reduce fall damage, but surely that won't matter for a while. Well, 2 down already. Fwip is now a trickster, able to change his size and teleport in a blink. It's actually quite convenient for finishing his house, and its fancy gears. That's right, the origins aren't the only twist this season. Several people have already started digging into the Create mod and its steampunk potentials, with windmills and water wheels popping up across the server. Place your bets now on who will build the first Doomsday device. My money's on Scott. Solidarity Gaming doesn't need to build a Doomsday device, though. He is one. No, really, Jimmy's origin is Bad Guy, and he can summon a bomb primed to explode whenever he wants. He's such a bad guy that he breaks his own waystone to his dream house, which does earn him the nickname Ken from the others, among other bits of teasing. Bad guys also only eat meat, so Jimmy builds a barn that matches his house, and chucks a couple of chickens inside for later. He sneaks over to Martin's place for some revenge pranking. Bad guys don't watch their step. Bad till the end. A fan favorite returns to this server, fan art. They've brought back a plugin that allows them to make a painting out of just about any image, and many creators are already allocating space for contributions from the community. In some cases, whether they're wanted or not. That image is courtesy of Catherine Elizabeth, who's disappointed to be just a human for now, though that's quickly wiped away by the joy of a modded world. She's finding so many sticks and rocks. Maybe that's why she keeps making stone tools in sets of 4. And it's not just the friendly mobs that are modded.
What is that? Is that a cobblestone creeper? Hello? Maybe I shouldn't mess with that today.
Her house is classically Catherine, a perfect fit no matter what origin she is or will be, or what anyone thinks of her star windows.
I knew this was your house. I can tell.
Every single series,
What?
star window.
We can see this from hundreds of blocks away. Stars. Stars, 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 stars.
It's on purpose.
The mythical sausage is aghast, if you couldn't tell from that explosion, but he's more into building than destroying, so far. The difference between a starter home and a starter base is the machinery, and Sausage's place is a base, complete with a little assistant.
Please come to life. 1, 2, 3. Hello! How you doing? This is my assistant, everybody. Rusty, this is everybody. Everybody, this is Rusty. Say hello.
He gets the waystone set up and decorated so people can come visit and get into shenanigans, as people on this server are wont to do. The last visitor, Sparrow, has questions about powers, and Sausage has a working theory about how to acquire them.
Either you die, or someone can kill you.
Powers are a mixed blessing anyways. Pearlescent Moon is excited for her first dive into modded Minecraft, and the Copper Golem origin gives her plenty to deal with right out the gate.
Oh, I have got to get used to the fact that I cannot go in water.
While exploring, she finds a brave dog fighting off some skeletons and gets it to come along. Always nice to have a companion. The two of them spot a house on a hill, and inside is a bundle, and a terrifying monster that Pearl quickly runs away from before it can do worse than blind her. Nearby is Sausage's house, and Pearl has her own thoughts on Rusty's treatment.
Rusty, you summoned a Pearlescent Moon! Wow! Hi! Are you my new worker?
No, I'm not working for you. You can't sucker me into that. No.
With Sausage's help, she goes back and kills the illusion monster, and settles down in the plane she found earlier. A peaceful enough start. Unlike Pearl, Martin in the Littlewoods taking his Chillager origin as a challenge, testing his icy powers in quite the dangerous manner.
Don't be the first person to die on the whole server. You ready for this? Go! Freeze mode!
He's settled down in the snowy peaks of a mountain, but even an Iceman isn't safe against the geysers glitching and causing permanent levitation.
Why am I still going up? When does it stop? It looks as though it's infinite. Hello? How do I get back down to Earth?
At least it's cold up there. He gets down with some help from Scott and discovers some goat-themed creepers living in his mountain. Sounds like the perfect pets for a Chillager.
I kind of want to get name tags and name every single one of them Colin so we can build.
Joey Graceffa has been a fairy before, but now he's an evil fairy with shadow magic. More importantly, he's got wings. To make the most of them, he needs rockets, and that means trading for resources with his best asset, wishes.
Stop it. Okay, I will grant you any wish you could ever want for this 32 iron.
Any wish?
I'm a fairy, that's what I do.
Flip gives him gunpowder and wishes for iron, and so Joey gets the iron from Gem and gives her her own wish, like a wish-based pyramid scheme. He also ropes Gem into helping him clear out a local mushroom piglin village for his new home. So perfect for a fairy. It was good while it lasted, we guess. Maybe someone else can use Joey's rockets now. Smallish Beans is a hippogriff. Sorry, a hippo called Griff. And he can fly, as all hippos can, and also carry things like cows and people. Griff builds himself the nest, which is not an actual nest, but is his house and has no roof, and it's called the nest, so there. Also, his waystone is Hippo Hooray.
I'll leave some space now for you to laugh at that joke.
There's another thing Griff can carry, if he can find it in the swamp. And he does! A red panda joins him, getting shown off to the neighbors before coming to rest in the nest. Now it's a home. The week is not complete without mentioning CPK, another human in the group, and incredibly confused as to everything. He has some fun running about a village and trading with an oceanographer before looting some ocean structures and finding a cache of axolotl floaties. He meets with Scott, who demonstrates his teleportation abilities, even if they weren't supposed to go to the uh-oh room.
This isn't where it was meant to go. This is, oh, it does that sometimes. Oh,
Where am I?
It's fine, don't worry. Just use the portal thing and go back to spawn.
While at spawn, an odd chest trades CPK a bikini for one of his floaties. From there, it's a whirlwind of faces. Flip, Joel, Sausage, and even Gem show off their powers to CPK, who is starting to feel a bit envious of all these people. Maybe he'll find that Sparrow guy and see if he knows anything about how to get powers of their own. A quick note, if you think you've seen someone around that we haven't mentioned, we're trying to let people upload their first video before we introduce them. Though that might be difficult for some, Ollie.
Oh, wait, they're not supposed to look at me.
Sorry.
Can't look at... Don't look...
And we're gone! That wraps up the week here on New Life Recap. Thank you so much for watching, drop a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more. Check out the contributors in the description below, and we'll see you all next week.